What's up? He said Skip Kurgan was cooking with this chapter. I believe it. And with that being said, say hi to YouTube. This will be on YouTube later. Let's hop in without any further ado, man. Let's do this. So there's the God of Earth. He said if that child were to summon that wait, if that child were to summon something, that would be a sign that she is no longer your daughter. I remember this line. From that point on, you should not just passively leave her to fate. Don't show her the slightest warmth and be firm. Wow. You must absolutely kill her. That is the only way for you to survive. Hey, yo. One Last God, Kubera, story and art by Kurigam. Season 3, episode 303, The Finite Nine. Side note, um, after rewatching The Wire and everything, I started watching Snowfall and Power, but I don't know, man. Wire's different, bro. It's one of the greatest shows I ever seen. I might rewatch Entourage. I don't remember if I finished it, but yeah. Anyways, I gotta go. Maybe back later. Peace. All right, man. Take care. Glad to hear things are getting better. And 26 pages hot done. That's what I'm saying. But I had a lot to say. That's a really good show, man. It's a really good fucking show. Like, I also didn't know the behind the scenes about the Baltimore stuff and like having real people being referenced in allusions to real things that happened. It was super dope, man. I learned a lot. I know that you don't always manifest in the same form, but you would never use polite words towards me out of the blue. May I assume that you were sent here as his proxy? Translator note: Leez spoke in her usual, rather polite speech. My mother is already familiar with him, and it seems they have met through proxies too. For some reason, she is certain I am one of his proxies. But that works for me. It might be better to pose as the god's proxy rather than a stranger in order to obtain information. Hmm. Look at Lee's out here scheming, thinking, doing what she gotta do, yo. Remember when she was just like brain dead in season one? Hella gullible? We've come a long way, man. That's right. That the god is rather busy with other matters, so he sent me here instead. Busy with other matters? Is he managing the other candidates? Well, at this point, there are far better candidates out there. That must be why he's always by the side of a terrorist priestess. So he was the god Jibril Nim summoned in this time. Oh my God, it's coming together. Oh my God, give me the whole circle and close the circle. I need it all. Give it all to me in this chapter. But it's been confirmed that he's near. Wait, then we cannot use summoning magic to meet him. It's a good thing you didn't try. Honestly, I was kind of worried. But it's been confirmed he's nearby, so I can look for him myself without using any summoning magic. But it's strange. You already know that my daughter's divine affinity is 0, but still, consider her for the candidacy, and you gave me the chance to test her, right? Wanting to stop me from wanting me to stop. Wow, what's wrong with me today? Wanting to stop me from giving her the book now. Does that mean she is not even worth testing? The child's father has tried to protect her for a long time now. It wouldn't be too late to make a decision after observing a little while longer. Even if the child gets negative results after receiving this book, please don't give up on her. I don't know what to do with Anna, bro. What do I do with Anna? I don't know. What did you see in her? I don't like her. Anytime I see her, she's just cold and indifferent towards Lee's. Like I don't know if I can root for Anna, man. You should let her cook. All right, all right. I'm gonna let her brew. I'm gonna let her land. I'm gonna let her land. In the past, you one-sidedly gave an oracle and left, so I couldn't tell you this, but we're not the kind of people who want to survive by killing a child. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Hold on. We are the people who join hands with the child's father to repay the favor received from him in the first place. Look at Rao. What a legend, bro. To repay the favor? What does that mean? Since I'm posing as a god's proxy, I can't reveal that I don't know by asking her. My mother is just looking at me as if she's waiting for my answer. As the god's proxy, I have to seem more knowledgeable. What is there? From what she said, something I definitely know more about. Even if the child gets negative results after receiving this book, please don't give up on her. A negative result from summoning? That would mean the summoning failing, right? In that case, yo, look at the scheming. Look at the scheming for my girl, bro. Look at the schemery. The child is still a candidate. There will be no negative results either. She just looks like dot 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 dot. I already know the summoning will succeed at once. I did it so I can say it with confidence. There's no chance of it failing. I don't like that. I don't like that. And look, there will be no negative results, which means there won't be a summoning. Which means there won't be a summoning. Why did you give me this book to test her when you already know it will fail? She's like, huh? What? A negative result means a successful summoning? Failing the summoning was the positive result instead. Besides, this book was given to me on purpose in hopes that I would fail. No, it can't be that. I was given the book for that reason. That wouldn't match his reaction after the summoning. Yo, you're not a schemer. Don't get outplayed. They don't get outmaneuvered, eh? Leez is like, I already know things will happen. I saw the spoiler. She said, I read the Raws. I read ahead. I got the manuscript. Although he was a little puzzled by my summoning, he didn't give a negative reaction. It's more likely to think that Jabril Nim knew that he was going to die soon, that she was going to die soon, and gave the book in order to find a new summoner. Okay. Gave the book in order to find a new summoner. It's likely that many other Kuberas besides me received the book. It just so happened that I was the first to try to summon him. Why aren't you answering? He told me to test her with this book. What in the world is the meaning of you telling me there won't be negative results? Since whatever the result, the god has made up his mind not to kill her. Your daughter will live. I can say that much for sure. Thank goodness. I'm so glad. I've always been anxious. I might be able to put my mind at ease with this. Even when we disappear, if a god is looking after this child, then at the very least, the efforts of the child's father and I won't be for nothing. Please be sure to convey to him my deepest gratitude. Damn, I was wrong. I don't know if I trust her, but all right. Ah, shit. Now I feel bad. I'm sorry, Anna. I'm sorry, yo. I'm sorry. You know, not die but disappear. Hold on, disappear. Yo, where'd they go? There, she's alive. Where's she at? You right, Skull? Where's she at? Where the fuck is she at? Where's Rachel? All right, she going. Oh damn, now I feel like an asshole. I am an asshole, but I don't always feel like an asshole. Look at Leez. Smiles and look down. Yes. I thought my heart. I told her to give her the summoning book as sorry, I told her to give the summoning book to her daughter as planned. Didn't you go there to stop that? No, well, it's yes, I had a thought that my mother and the villagers might have been mirages from the start. So I went because I wanted to know the truth. Even if it was a village created for a purpose, I know that the warm expressions they showed me were not a lie. That alone is enough for me. I don't have any grandiose thoughts of changing history. I've been thinking. Have fun reading up my boy D&D gonna hold me up, but if you're around later, hit me up. She's sipping the margaritas in Cancun. Yeah, she's on. I think she's on her hiatus now. But I thought she did it on Tuesdays, Glam. I thought it was a Tuesday thing, but I am late today. Training ran late and it wasn't working earlier, so I'm like 2 hours later than I wanted to be. But I'll holler at you. From the point where history was changed and the universe is created, and the pre-existing history disappears as a possibility. If that is true, isn't it just destroying the pre-existing universe? We have to switch up for Stevo's schedule. All right. We can, me and you can do our own little discussion anyways, and I'll edit it up if anything. I wonder. Usually, what you perceive to be the real universe after history is changed is centered around yourself. So the lost universe is really a possibility. No, I don't think it's like that. Actually, ever since hearing from you about the universes disappearing as possibilities, I have felt that it was wrong. I had a rush of thoughts that shouldn't be like this. Maybe that day on Conche turning back time to bring back the destroyed Willov might have been a choice I never should have made. In the end, For the sake of bringing back the destroyed, will I've destroyed the existing universe as a possibility. Is it right to call it destruction? Ooh, ooh. Now it's time for Leez to cook. All right. What we eating? What's the meal? What's the meal, baby girl? Story's the greatest, man. It's the greatest. The things that were destroyed there still exist here. Just look at me. I, who remained on future Kanche, would have disappeared as a possibility. I'm still here in the universe where you are, Leez. Am I not? Leez, do you think that I'm not the real Yuta? Uh-oh. I don't like that. Of course you are the real. Of course you are Yuta, the real Yuta. And the Yuta who stayed back there was also real. The one who disappeared as a possibility is just as precious. If I could, I would go back there on my own. I want to be together until the very end. How would it how would it have felt to be alone? To be left alone knowing that you were destined to disappear? What were your thoughts as you met your end? Yuta, oh my god. No sadness. No sadness, man. Okay. Give me a second. Give me a second. Yuta, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. No, Leez, you don't need to feel sorry. Man, she's so kind hearted, bro. Oh, Jesus Christ Almighty. Okay, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm a man and all that shit. Do you really think there's time? Like, I feel like this, like her saying that, like it doesn't matter if Yuta was a possibility in a different universe. Every version of him is precious to her, and it lends credence to when she came in that one universe where Maruna finally stopped being calculating as the god of Earth wanted him to be, and she came and she like spent the last minutes and seconds with that possibility of Yuta as that universe was destroyed. Like no matter where he is in what universe, if it's gonna end, she's gonna spend the last moments with him because every version of Yuta is precious to her. And my heart. What's that meme with the football guy? He just like points, he starts to tear up. I feel like doing that. I feel like doing that, bro. Um, do you think there's a time? Do you think there's a time that shed tears for the destruction of? Oh wait, do you think there's a time that sheds tears for the destruction of a possibility, or a possibility that understands the pain of time? There's Yuta. Is that Shuri and is that Vishnu or is that the pink hair dude? She reached that point so much faster than Maruna. It's crazy. That's a fact. No, there's no such thing. That's why they've been repeating the process of destroying each other. Time destroys countless possibilities, and possibilities destroy such in innumerable times. Okay, that's Vishnu. That's Vishnu. Has the power to take revenge on time by continuously building up grudges. That's how they mutually destroy each other. And that one cycle becomes the lifespan of a universe. Every time the ending is the same. Maybe this time the ending might be different. Since there's a time who sheds tears for the destruction of a possibility right here. And this kind of leads a little bit to what the God of Earth said at the end of Kubera and Kubera about the what a god is supposed to be carrying those burdens and whatnot. Hold on, we cooking. It's dangerous to look at her any longer. He looks away. Is that a summoning light? What's that light? Oh shit! The god of Earth is right there. So, no, we continue. Continue. Ah, keep going. I need oh my god. Need more. Need more. It's not enough. Why don't you make long chapters like that, Bozo? Inside you, I need more. Fuck me. Hey, yo, Vishnu got his feet out. Elite tier monologue with Vishnu, easily my favorite part of the chapter. It was really good. She reached that point much faster. Yep, time. Oh, fuck me. Sideways. No lube. That was a good chapter. That was a good chapter. So the world and the universe were just waiting for somebody who cares, no matter what it is. Parallel universes, possibilities. She cooked. She cooked. How do you guys feel about this chapter, man? 17 of y'all in here. Give me your thoughts. What be thinking? Oh, actually, let me read the blog first. Is it more book stuff? No, the books that I can get. Actually, I have the site. I forgot to check. It's in my favorites. Oh yeah, I'm about to give me some Kubera merch. I'm probably gonna make myself a Kubera t-shirt and a hoodie and all that. Honestly, I'm thinking about making some merch for y'all for Kubera. I don't know what I want to do yet, and I don't even know how the legality of that works, copyright and all that stuff. I'm not trying to go to jail over bullshit. All right, Kurgan's blog, season 3, episode 303, the Finite Nine. Well, the CBL merch, yeah, but that's me. That's my thing. That's different. I can like own that. I can do that. But great stuff. Yes, yes is the right answer. I feel that. A reunion like this, there are quite a few people who are looking forward to a touching hug, but nah, not. I understood that was probably not possible in that situation. Isn't her behind getting sore like as a rock? If someone with the cape sits down, they would usually sit on it with their butt, but when I drew it, it ended up looking weird, so I left the cape out in the end. I actually am sitting on my robe, so she kind of right. I never really fluff it out and sit on it, but yeah. Anyway, sorry. If someone with a cape sits down, they would actually sit on it with their butt, but when I drew it like that, it ended up looking weird, so I left the cape out in the end. Now that I think about it, there was someone asking if the cloak should be called the hide of bondage or Utah scarf because strictly speaking, the hide of bondage was used as material, and this is Utah scarf, but since it looks the same as the hide of bondage from the outside, you can pull off the scarf like when Leez wears it around her head in this episode, but you don't normally see it. It is mostly referred to the hide as bondage within the story, but of course, you readers are free to call it Utah scarf. But when you say Utah scarf, excuse me, it rather lets a lot of people think of Utah scarf before the modification. There is a high possibility of misunderstandings, right? I mean, fair enough. But communities always come up with names for certain things. But no, height of bondage is what I'm calling it. Find the hidden Shuri. Oh no, I said no, Shuri. Yeah. There was a lot. There was another scene before this when Yuta called Shuri and Vishnu together. Recalled Shuri and Vishnu together, but Vishnu did not bring Kalavinka with him. He just said that she was doing well and relayed the greetings from Yuta and Kalavinka respectively. Twinkle, twinkle. In order to hide, he needs to stack another buff that hides the glow. However, it looks like Kubera has no intention of hiding right now. I talked about a hiatus last week, so some people misunderstood that it was starting a hiatus today. It says in the blog, I will take a break after finishing this chapter. It's ridiculous to take a long break in the middle of a chapter unless I break my arm. If you haven't seen the review of Acrylic Goods and Books Season 2, Version 5, like Volume 5, please see here. And there's a see previous blog for translations. Here's more goodies. Here's more stuff that I won't get in English or French. Shit, you put it in Spanish and Italian, and I could still read it, but I can't read Korean. The scarf, the scarf of bondage, or Yuta's hide. I like Yuta's hide, his hind parts. I like that. That was a great chapter. That was great. She cooked, man. I think we got some answers because I'm being honest with you. I wasn't sure I trusted Anna. Like I wanted to, but it seems like Anna was trying to follow the footsteps of the gods and whatnot in order. Like Rao, I know Rao loves his kid. I know that for a fact. Rao loves his kid, and Rao's a good dude. Anna was always very hard to get a read on because, from what I can recall, Anna never looks happy. Now, in this chapter, it said if she succeeds, you have to be like cold toward, but she always looks like indifferent, cold, dejected, jaded, almost like she's not looking at you. She's looking through you or around you. So it was hard for me to get a read on her. So there's certain characters I couldn't get a read on, but I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. I think she's Team Lee's, man. She just wanted to do what she thought was right for her daughter. And that was a cool flip of negative and positive effects, where the negative was the good. I like that. That was good. I didn't catch that. And if I was Lee's in that moment trying to scheme, that would have caught me off guard too. So that was great, man. That was good stuff. Oh man. She really gonna be the one last god, eh? I like her opinion on the possibilities of the universes. Like she's a better person than me because I would probably I don't know. I'm somebody who's like very used to multi universal stories and narratives with the multiple world interpretation theory, so different timelines, pocket dimensions, if you will, all kind of stuff. And generally speaking, I would say I'm a person who would just care about my own timeline. I don't have time to save other entire realities. You know what I'm saying? But she's like, nah, they all matter, especially every version of you, Utah. They're all precious. Where it's like, listen, that's my Utah. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, Leeds' usual behavior makes me think Anna is usually a lot warmer with her. That makes sense because she's a very bubbly kid, and if you're I it'd be hard for me to see a kid being that kind of bubbly if they weren't kind of raised right. Now you could say maybe if her mom was cold, but all the villagers and her friends were good, she would have that escape outside the house. But you're right, she'd probably be a lot more of a depressing child, if you will. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know though. I wasn't sure though. I wasn't sure. I couldn't have been sure. I was like, do I trust this green hair woman? But yeah, like the only other person I've ever really seen like like Lee's is rare in that, and this story does handle it a little bit different than most. She's not like Kaz. My boy Kaz got foot. Oh, gee, Kaz is me. Kaz is me. That being said, though, not that this is like a in story universe thing. I find that women deal with that kind of shit better and can look on the bright side or claw their way out. Whereas us guys, we get sad, we start drinking. So shout out to Lee's, but there's only one other person that I can really recall. No, two. I'll say two. Really cared about like saving other versions of other people in a multiverse sense. That'd be Superman. It'd be Superman. Superman storylines that I've read with Crisis on Multiple Earths, Infinite Earths, Crisis on Two Worlds, stuff like that. Superman does not care what version of the world or what timeline he's in. If there's good to be done, he wants to do good. He wants to help. And Lee's kind of fell into that category. So, hey man, if I'm praising you the way I praise Kal-El, you know I'm moved. Kal-El's my boy. Anna can't be happy here since she knows she's about to disappear. I get it. I get it. But her and Rao did what they had to do to protect Lee. I don't know what's gonna happen with Lee's in the end. I'm very curious. That's good shit, man. That's good writing. Why can't other storytellers do this? Why are they cooked? Why are they cooked? I want this, man. I'm getting these, bro. I'm about to see me one day with a bunch of Kubera merch I can't read. Wire Maruna. I'm not gonna read that now, but that's good stuff. But now it ties back to when she spent the last moments with Thing, and she'd be leaving Leeds behind on her own, not knowing her fate. Yeah. Is it that Anna has like deep trust in the gods though? Because there's a lot of characters that do not trust the gods at all for any reason, or at least if they did at one point, multiple, several, multiple, or maybe even one major disappointment has caused them to kind of stick their nose up at them. It's interesting to see a lot of the ones who are so I don't know if she's I don't say devoted. I don't know about that, but she's just trying to help her kid. Rao did, it seems. But Rao though, like it's more like Rao that has like a working relationship with them too. Whereas like he was a very competent magician and fighter and all those things, so he can work. I don't know if Anna's a fighter. I'm gonna assume she's not. So it's a little different, but I hear you. You got a point. Yeah. Fuck man, I need more. Every day, I wish you guys understood how hard I resist those raws, man. I resist. I resist. I resist. Why can other ones do this? And they can't do this because the other two SCs are sabotaging him. Only one Lord wants the story to be good. It's not even just him. I'm just thinking in general with like a lot of the ongoing series that I read right now. Not my comics. My comics are fine for the most part, but like they just seem to lose their way at some point. And again, and I'm not trying to be harsh. I know this shit is hard to do, man. It's hard. It's not easy. Writing isn't easy, and I don't know if that I can write a story weekly like this, but Jesus, I'm thinking about some of the things that used to be my favorite, and I'm just looking at it sideways, like, what happened to you? What happened? But in Kurrigan, we believe. What's gonna happen, dude? Is she gonna be? Could she? Could she do that? Do we know if possible timelines or universes like they don't do they always disappear without failure, or do they sometimes in tandem exist with the real universe? If I'm misremembering, catch me up on that. I'm trying to think about something. The gears are turning in my head. But I gotta do my reread, bro. I know this reread's gonna do so much for me. Feel like y'all be stunning on me with this knowledge because I'm just kind of current events right now, and the history is getting lost a bit. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it when I take like 3 weeks off at the end of the year, beginning of next year, though. Some good ale. I meant more in the sense that Rao did something to allow them to live past their death, so out of gratitude they listen to Kubera. Okay, I got you. My fault. I hear you. I don't Leez. I just want Leez talking shit to God Kubera's face. Part two. Let's go. I need that. The confrontation round the number two. Electric Boogaloo. As far as we know, only one universe exists, and all possibilities disappear soon. Okay. All right then. I was kind of wondering if there was going to be some weird way she can allow those universes to exist, even if they're just a possibility. Like something to do with her timey wimey time lord powers she might get, a la Rawa Nata. But I don't think that they were able to. Oh, I mean, just because they weren't doesn't mean she could. But I don't. But if that's the case, then it's not possible. I'll just. I was thinking, you know me. I overthink. I'm an overthinker. That's why the simple shit always gets me. When it's like the answer was literally right there, and I was like, damn, I really created a whole conspiracy in my head overthinking this. Those are the ones that get me. It's like I tell people when I play fighting games, like or games in general, it's the slow shit that hits me. If it's moving fast, I react. If it's slow, I might react too early and get hit by the slowest shit you've ever seen. And they're like, "Is this guy an idiot?" Oh man. And she's on hiatus right now as we speak. I think Tiara said that at most, based on the chapter count, by the time she restarts, we would maybe not have Kubera for about 4 weeks or about a month, which is good. I thought it'd be longer than that, which I was somewhat okay with because it would have given me some time to just make some Kubera videos. I haven't, aside from some shorts and that discussion for Kubera and Kubera, I don't think I've really made a Kubera video in a while, so I'm gonna do that. But I just wish I had some animation for Kubera, like some animated shit, a game, a mobile, or something. Just like all I can use are these panels, or you gotta look at my ugly mug. And I don't want y'all looking at my ugly mug. Because it seems there's only enough energy for one universe, so all possibilities were. Oh yes, the energy thing. You're right. No, you're right. You're totally right. You're right. You're right. Raw Fast Pass hit the hiatus. Raw still got like three more, I think. Okay, okay. Curry gone, you bastard. I need more, man. And I wonder how long this story is gonna be. We gotta. I feel like I don't say we're in the end game, but I want to say we're closer to the end than we're not. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like 70% though, somewhere around there. So the God of Earth, he not trying to hide himself. He popped up, glowing, glistening, all gold, everything. What he about to do, man? I started liking him. Please don't make me not like you, sir. All right, we earth bending, we out here. I need to be able to trust you, God of Earth. So shout out to Utah. Utah. So Lee's really just Lee's just wearing this man. But that probably makes sense to why she could understand him. Oh, 10 out of 10. I mean, I'm gonna just speak for myself. I have not disliked a single chapter of the Finite so far. I know people, even some of the comments, people were not too pleased with the first like four chapters or five, the ones with Callie especially, but not me. We're getting more answers than questions on average, so I'd agree with that. Yes, and that's the important thing. Like And I think any respectable long running series starts to do that when you reach a certain percentage. Like if it's gonna be 1,000 chapters and you reach those like I'm gonna say anywhere from 650 to about 700. I'm not saying you can't raise more questions, but you should be answering more than you're raising. And I like that. I can't say that about One Piece. I didn't even read the last chapter, to be honest with you. I didn't care. I'm still wondering what Anna meant when she called God Kubera fake. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did think about that. And like, what does that mean? What does that look like? And how would she be able to identify something like that? I've been eating so good for so long the curry diet is the one. All curry. Nothing else is required. No vegetables, no water, just curry, man. That is all you need. Let me ask you a question though, just out of curiosity. If this is hypothetical. Relax. I'm not going here. If Kurigam had like a 3 month stretch where we weren't particularly moved, how would y'all feel about that? Would you give her a benefit of the doubt to bounce back? The benefit of doubt that maybe it will come full circle, or would it frustrate you and you would like be like mad? Because I would be willing to give her the benefit of the doubt for at least, I mean, for a long time, honestly. But like, I don't see it coming. I don't see it happening, so I'm not worried about it. And I can't. I can only really think of one Kubera chapter in my life where I can say I didn't care for it. Not that it was bad. I just didn't care. That was the one with Talbith, Talbith, Jabril's dad. The episode where we learned like he got resurrected or whatever, and they were talking. I did not care about that side story one fucking bit. But other than that, can't think of a single chapter I didn't enjoy. And if I maybe didn't think much of it at one point, it retroactively became better because when I got more answers, it tied back into a previous chapter where I'm like, that elevates this from a 7 to a 9 or something. Because the god, Kubera that Lee Summon didn't remember talking to Anna, so there are now two of him, the one that was in this time and the one that came from the future. You're talking about when I know when you're talking about, but I don't remember all the events leading up to it and why she was thinking that. But you think it could be related to what Leez is doing right now with the envoy thing? Because I also can't think of a single chapter I didn't like. Yeah. I don't. I must maybe it exists, but I don't remember it. God, could you like imagine if everything you read was like this, or at least somewhere in this ballpark. Life would be so much better. I think I'm becoming increasingly more harsh as a critic when it comes to what I'm reading and watching and playing. And I've been a harsh critic my whole fucking life. That's always been me. It's to the point my friends we used to laugh when they're like, "Oh, Naya actually enjoyed something," and it's like I'm not a hater, man. I have expectations and standards that must be met. I've given frauds way too much chances. She would have to do something truly egregious to drop. Yeah, that's a good point. I've given a lot of frauds a lot of chances, so she'll get a lot. But yeah, I don't foresee it though. This is one of those stories that I think she really crafted and planned out before she really started to get into it and dive into it. I think some people and creative teams they don't do that, or at the very least, at some point, they're doing it week to week on the fly, doing their best not to contradict things they've done in the past, but build upon the future. And personally, I don't think that's a great way to do manga. Just like winging it, so to speak. I don't think that's a good idea. I do think a lot of them do it. And some of them might be good at it. Some people are good bullshitters in the sense that it's like me. I do my best essay writing an hour before it's due. I got English at 10:30. It's 9 o'clock. I'm going crazy. Proofread it on the way. Then I might have to do a recopy or a reprint at school. So yeah. Mashima just flat out said he winged it when he wrote Fairy Tail. That much is obvious. The thing about Mishima that I don't, the reason why I'll always give Hero his respect is this: he has incredible work ethic. I don't like at one point he was doing the main fairy tale manga, taking no breaks, giving you colored pages while he was doing that gray side story with his teacher, the girl that taught him ice magic. Something like that. I remember. It's been a long time. I don't remember fairy tale like that. Then they had the 1,000 Year Quest. That was ongoing, and there was like another side story happening. And I was like, yo, how was he doing all this shit at the same time? And he's a good artist, and his fight scenes are well choreographed. Like credit where credit is due, but he can't write for shit. He can't. I haven't tried Eden Zero. I don't know if he's gotten better or worse or just kind of stayed the same, but I'm not a hero hater. He planned Rave Master, winged enough fairy tale, and is doing a mixture with Eden Zero according to his own author notes. Okay, that's interesting. Toriyama winged it too, fighting it at the same time. Yeah. Lucky thing with Toriyama is his story was pretty simple. So like it, Dragon Ball never had that many moving parts that were so intricate you couldn't like Dragon Ball's a simple story. I like Dragon Ball. I'm a Dragon Ball guy. I like Dragon Ball. But it's a much simpler narrative. And again, his strength is crafting fight scenes. I still don't think there's a really good shonen I'm gonna say Weekly Shonen Jump mangaka that could really rival him in a manga form of crafting great fights. I'll keep it there. The man is a machine. He was doing like four series at the same time recently. That's what I'm saying. He kind of reminds me of Rick Remender, where he'd be writing a bunch of series. He'd be writing some shit for Marvel while he's writing Deadly Class. Then at the same time he's doing Low. He's doing Seven to Eternity. Like he's just writing a bunch of stories. I couldn't do that. I had to focus on one. Eden Zero is pretty okay for a shonen. Feel it. I feel it, but Porygon, man. Every week she feeds me. She makes me cry sometimes, make my heart hurt, but she cooked, man. She cooked this week. I don't know what to expect with this conversation. I was kind of worried, but I like it. I like what we got here. It's good stuff. What's y'all favorite panel? Mine's a thank goodness. Well, my favorite piece of dialogue is kind of the thank goodness, and then when Anna's kind of the smiling. I have to save that. Make it a thumbnail. All right, Anna. I'm on your team now. The only other character that I remember not trusting at all and feeling bad at later was Nico Robin. I won't lie to you. I was like, man, we don't need her raggedy ass. And then I'm like, oh, she sacrificed herself to save us. And I was literally crying. Like, oh my God, you got to save her. I'm so sorry. I was wrong. I was wrong. Friggin' South Park. We didn't listen. We didn't listen. So I gotta get back on my South Park. Fuck, I'm like 2 seasons behind. All right, y'all. Give me your rating. Favorite panel. Favorite piece of dialogue, and then I gotta keep it pushing. It's already getting kind of late. I already started kind of late, unfortunately. But yeah, Lee smiling too, looking down, knowing her mom did love her, care about it. That was good. Man, that monologue was insane by Vishnu too. That was really good. But I might have to go with Lee's, man. She was really like every single version of you. Maybe this time the ending might be different because there was a time who sheds tears for the destruction of a possibility. What does that? What do you fucking mean? Time. She's time? Like, what's going on? Favorite panels every panel. The Anna Lee's interaction in the end was great. Yeah. Lee's crying and them talking about a time for the cries for other possibilities. 10 out of 10. Hello, Naya. Did you watch the ending of Attack on Titan? What did you think about it? Attack on Titan has an anime that's still ongoing. You should watch. Um, I personally didn't finish Attack on Titan. When did I stop? Spoilers for Attack on Titan if you care about that mid. Um, I think Levi was in like a cart or a carriage or something, and I think Zeke did something and like blew him up, and he like lost a limb or like died. I thought he died, and I just stopped reading it then. I don't like Attack on Titan. That's not my series, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. I know Jaegerists be crazy and they love that shit. It's not. It's just not my cup of tea at all. I'm not a fan. I stopped liking that story pretty much after Erwin's sacrifice. My soldier's rage. My Soldier Scream. That's really the last thing that I enjoyed about it with the Beast Titan against Zeke and shit. After that, it completely loses me in the time skip. I do not like a single part of it, but I think the fucking manga is ugly as hell. And what's his name? Ishiyama. He's such an overrated writer. Jesus Christ, he gets so much credit for nothing for no good reason. But that's just my opinion. The scene with Leez crying is good because of the callback to the end of Enemy. Just got to where Nico Robin sacrifices himself at water seven pretty good. Yeah, that's good stuff, man. No, I know how it ends already. I didn't like actually no, that's a lie. I read the last chapter, but like I didn't like care to finish it. But I know what happens. Birdwatch. I don't want Misaka to be with anybody else. Birdwatch. Loser. God Kubera did call that white Leeds a particular time a while back. I didn't remember that, but all right. I promise y'all, when 2024 hits, my Kubera knowledge is going to be elite. I'm not going to be forgetting shit. I might just dedicate one of my notebooks to Kubera at this point. I'm being honest with you, especially with the essay that I'm working on and the D&D stuff. But all right, Kubera gang, appreciate y'all. Thank you for thank you for tuning in. I do gotta move on though. I got a lot of stuff to get done tonight before I gotta wake up in the morning and hit the plantation.